You already know what healthy eating looks like. I don't have to come on and tell you what's healthy and what's not healthy. The problem is you're tired of being in the food cycle that you're in. You're tired of starting over, feeling guilty, and then feeling inconsistent with your whole relationship with food. If this is resonating with you, then this entire video is just for you. Hello, beautiful. My name is Ashley Thompson, and my whole focus behind Cultivating Inner Beauty is all about loving ourselves from hair, skin, and nutrition, and that, my friend, starts from within. Now, speaking of within, it's nothing about your discipline that's throwing this off, but it has a lot to do with identity. See, once I recognized the patterns that I had with my relationship with food, then everything started to change. And this is exactly what I teach in my Seed to Strength course. Now, like I said, a lot of you don't have a food problem, but it's identity that shows up in food. Now, food replaces the relationship that we're truly longing for. Don't believe me? Let me give you a few examples. So, when you're feeling overwhelmed and food become your source in that overwhelming moment. Or here's another scenario. Maybe life is feeling uncertain. You don't know what's up, what's down, but you know that you could go to food to help you feel like you're in control in that moment. Another scenario, maybe you've been working out this week and you feel like you deserve to eat something sweet because you've been consistent and this has become your reward source. Or it could also become a punishment source. You're like, well, today's not going to get any better. I might as well just eat how I want to eat and start over next year. And it becomes your punishment because you were you weren't consistent in that time, and you feel like, well, no need to start over now, might as well just keep it going with the negativity. And so this is a part of the cycle that I was mentioning, the whole food cycle. You start with following a plan, whatever that is, with being consistent with eating healthy, and then life happens, which becomes your trigger point, and that's when the stress occurs and everything, and then the whole scenario changes when it comes to food. And so as stress happens, now you go to food to help um, make you feel better. It becomes your source, your whole identity, and then eventually you start over with following a plan. Stress happens, and then you go to food, and then you end up in this hamster wheel, just starting over and starting over. But let me first tell you that identity, if you find yourself doing this, identity is rooted in performance, pressure, and perfection. Then that's how you're going to stay in this hamster wheel of this food cycle, because now your identity is placed in those things. Now, let me also let you know that true healing, it doesn't start with a meal plan. I could give you all the recipes and meals in the world, but if you don't first check your identity and get a stable foundation, then those meal plans are not going to work because you're going to be inconsistent with that. Now, when you know and fully understand how to steward your temple the way the Lord has called us to, and not be a slave to food and have that mentality that you have to go to food as your source and as your source of comfort, then that's when you shift from feeling guilty to now eating with care. Your whole mindset starts to shift. And with identity, when that starts to change and when you're stable in that, then that's when your consistency will follow. And this is why I created the Seed to Strength course. You love the Lord, but you're tired of starting over. Each and every time you're starting over, and you're like, enough is enough. In this course, we heal the root so habits can finally stick. You can finally get off that hamster wheel of having to start over each and every time. But now you could be consistent because now you've established the root of who you are. So if you're ready for this, then make sure you click the link below to get started. And I pray that this video has blessed you. And make sure you share with someone that comes to mind. And also be sure to subscribe and like this video to see more content like this. All right. I will talk to you next time. Bye, beautiful.